Each week we take time on our home church gatherings to talk about generosity, how we can steward the resources that God has given us through avenues like tithe and offering to fuel God's mission of being disciples that are making more disciples. And today I wanted to again highlight one of our global missions partners as we look to hit our $7,000 missions pledge for 2023. And this partner I want to talk about today is actually both local and global. It's Set Free Movement based here in Seattle, but doing exactly as the name says, and this is what their mission is to see the vulnerable protected, captive set free, and the oppressed experiencing hope and healing as neighborhoods are transformed. And I wanted to share a short video that explains more about them as an organization, but also their mission. Watch this.
Human trafficking is one of the largest and fastest growing criminal industries in the world today, generating around $150 billion each year.
It enslaves an estimated 40 million women, children, and men who are forced to do things they don't want to do.
But slavery is a symptom of a deeper problem.
These communities are broken.
Relationships are fragmented.
Values are distorted.
Systems are unjust.
That's the bad news. The good news
is that we are not powerless. The Set Free movement seeks to reduce the vulnerabilities that lead to exploitation through community-based action.
We are made up of more than 30 teams across the U.S. and around the world who work collaboratively
to bring healing to their own neighborhoods.
Our unique model looks different in every context.
Our teams in Southeast Asia are mobilizing informed, compassionate churches and communities that are equipped to intervene in abuse.
Our teams in Europe are reducing the vulnerabilities faced by ethnic minorities, at-risk children, and people who are unemployed.
After years of experimenting with different strategies, one of our teams in Illinois opened a restoration home, doubling the number of beds that were available to female survivors of human trafficking in the state at the time.
One of our California team leaders trains more than 1,000 youth each year on protecting themselves and their peers from human trafficking.
Several teams are intervening in the foster care to human trafficking pipeline by investing in youth in foster care and strengthening the foster care system. You have a place in this movement too.
You already belong to a community in need. You already have the gifts and resources to contribute.
Learning more about the issue,
joining or starting a set-free team,
or investing as a monthly donor are a few ways you can get started as an agent of hope and healing.
You are only one, but together we are a movement in the direction of freedom.
How amazing to see all that God is using our generosity to do around the world and people being set free. Right? That is the good news of the gospel. Right? We serve a God that breaks chains, the God of breakthrough, as we've been talking about. If you'd like to give towards our missions partners like Set Free Movement, you can do so through our website, oasishomechurch.com, or through using one of our giving envelopes. Just make sure to designate either way the gift as missions. You can also give any tithe and offering as well through both of those avenues. You are a generous people, Oasis. Thanks for your continued faithful giving.